Hello, I've decided to venture outside today. Now, I don't know if you can hear all the noise and the traffic. There's digging going on and there's lots of buses around. And I live on the edge of a city of Southampton. Now, I'm really fortunate because there are lots of green spaces in Southampton. There's loads of opportunities that I wouldn't normally see because it had normally been cut back. Along here, there's lots of different things we can play with, including things like this long grass. Can you remember? Do you remember? I don't know if any of you did this as a child, but I used to take these heads and I used to cut them off and make seed poppers with them, and they look like they're going to be really good to wine with, so I'm going to take some of those. On top of that, just as a quick look, I can see there's lots and lots of blackberries here. Now, again, normally that's cut back, but we always have them here, so I'm quite fortunate. But if you look at them here, the stems are really green. This area also gets really boggy and very wet, and in the winter months you get massive sort of wet bog areas. Now, because of that, that means that quite a lot of plants that grow here are also quite suitable for working with. But here we've got, these are like a rush type plant that are really good to use, and I have experimented with them before. Can you see them growing there? So I'm going to trim back some of those. There's also some of these, I'm not sure whether they're flag irises or even just some sort of grass that's got really thick. Looks to me like some sort of rush, or again an iris, because of the seed heads you can see. But again, I'm going to have to go and look these up because I'm discovering these things just as much as you. But aren't they beautiful? Now, if you do decide to trim some, be careful, because if you can see down here, the ground here is quite soft and boggy. So if you do see anything like this, don't just go walking in, check it out. It's always quite useful to take a large stick with you, or if you find one, so you can push in the ground and find out you're not going to sink down into it. The other thing that I've got with me is a set of gloves, because I'm not always sure, and you won't always be sure when you're trimming back plants, that it's going to be safe and that you're not going to have a bit of a reaction to them. I've got a pair of gloves with me now, and I'll be putting them on when I do some trimming in a minute.